Allen and Unwin and Wavesound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Very Impressive for Your Age by Eleanor Kirk, narrated by Sonya Kerr. For Cat, whom this book is not about, and Smeeve, because a promise is a promise. Part 1. Chapter 1. I was singing on the stage of the Musiktheater im Revier, the primary opera house in Gelsenkirchen, when it happened. It was the final duet of the second act, and I was, thankfully, only singing in the Kleiner's house, or small house, to an audience of about 300. It was the 16th night of the show's November run, which, until then, had been seamless. The kind of seamless you don't realize you've been taking for granted until it isn't. Had certain things been different, it might not have ended up the way it did. I don't just mean in the vague butterfly effect sense, that if I'd caught a different bus on my first day of primary school, say, I might have ended up a rocket scientist instead of a musician, but more directly. For example, I was in and out of Gelsenkirchen for 2 weeks before the show, flying back to my home base in London for coaching sessions and auditions, which couldn't have been wholly beneficial for my respiratory system, breathing all that recycled air at such high altitude. And the auditions themselves were brutal too, powerful arias for which I had to be sure to generate the right amount of emotion, a subtle catch in my throat for the heartbroken lament, joyous trills for the triumphant proclamation of love. It takes a toll on you, all that performing, the deadpan expressions of white-haired panelists making their notes before thanking you and moving swiftly on to the next. I was trying desperately to breathe new life into the same package of arias, then flying back to Germany to resume rehearsals for the magic flute the same afternoon, without any pause for breath. Perhaps then I should have known what would happen before it did. What happened was this. I was the dead half-bird, half-woman Papagena, summoned by magic bells to the garden to sing a duet with my grieving husband. It was the second stanza, where the two of us sang, Welche Freude wird das sein, wenn die Götter uns bedenken. What joy it will be when the gods remember us. Only, when I went to sing the first word, no sound came out. It was the feeling of lying on your back with your ears submerged in water. Although I believed I was singing, I was unable to hear any evidence of my own voice. I could hear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?